everybody. Thank you so much for watching, and welcome to the 2023 Humble Games Showcase. I'm Andrew Cause, Humble's Director of Community Development.
And I'm Becky Sayers, Head of Content Strategy. We'll be your host today as we'll take a look at Humble's efforts around social impact and provide a peek at some of our upcoming games.
To kick things off, we have Kamini Tiwari, Vice President of Social Impact, with some highlights and updates on Humble's charity initiatives. We've got lots to share, so let's jump right in.
Thanks, Andrew, and hi, everyone. A lot of people think of Humble as a content store and a game publisher. In fact, we're a small company with a big mission, and that's to be a force for good. What really drives us is that together with our community and partners, we're able to turn our passion for games and other content into meaningful help for people and causes in need. A recent example is our Earthquake Relief Bundle. 100% of the $3.6 million raised went directly to charities to help save lives in Turkey and Syria. In 2022, we raised a humble record of $33 million for charity. This total includes our Stand with Ukraine bundle, which we were honored to learn just won a Gold Halo Award from Engage for Good. Check out our social impact report on our website to learn more about the charities we partnered with for Ukraine and for the many other causes we supported last year. More than anything, I really just want to take this opportunity to say thank you. We are rapidly approaching our next major milestone, $250 million raised for charity. And we wouldn't be able to get there without our global community and our content partners, all pitching in to help make a difference in the world. Thank you.
One of my favorite things about being a part of the Humble team is getting to watch our community show up time and time again to help us make a difference with a ton of important causes around the world. And, of course, in addition to the record-breaking social impact work that we did last year, we also had a great time releasing a bunch of games, many of which were critically acclaimed.
So last year, we released 9 games, including indie hits and fan favorites like Signalis, Proteus, Temtem, Ghost Song, and more. Today, we're excited to give you a sneak peek into some newly announced titles that double down on the creativity that indie games are known for, while also delivering experiences that anyone can easily pick up and have a great time with.
Approachable and deep creative experiences really feel to me like a best of the both worlds approach.
Last year, we pointed to a blurring the lines between AAA games and bigger budget indie games, or what we think of as III. And today, you'll see us continuing to move in that direction with some of the titles we're highlighting.
And we're also reinvigorating some fan favorites like we talked about last year with Monaco 2.
Yep, and that's another area where we're expanding. We've been working with Andy on Monaco 2, which is coming along beautifully. And today, I have the pleasure of announcing that we're also working on a follow-up to Wizard of Legend, which is now a Humble Games owned IP.
It's been one of our most popular games to date, and I think fans are going to be very excited to have a new game in the series.
So the next game in the series is being developed by Dead Mage, the great team out of Vancouver that made Children of Morta. As that game showed, Dead Mage has a ton of expertise with roguelikes that feature strong narrative design and co-op gameplay. So they're a perfect fit for what we want to do with the Wizard of Legend franchise. Players are going to experience the same beloved charm from the original game, but this time with improved 3D graphics, an expanded storyline, and even online multiplayer.
Becky, I played a ton of Children of Morta, and I'm so hyped to get to work with this team on the next Wizard of Legend. And I know the original Wizard of Legend developer, Contingent 99, is also on board and helping to consult on this new game. Well, on that note, why don't we go ahead and kick things off by learning a little bit more about what Dead Mage is doing with Wizard of Legend.
Hi everyone, I'm Castro, Production Director at Dead Mage.
And I'm Javid, the lead designer of the project.
We're so excited to finally be able to announce our next project in partnership with Humble Games, Wizard of Legend 2.
In continued collaborations with Contingent 99, the creators of the original Wizard of Legend, we are bringing you an entirely new, exciting experience, which is authentic to everything the fans loved about in the first game. And this time in 3D, with a new multiplayer mode, which you can enjoy and share your adventures with your friends.
So, put on your robes and enjoy this sneak peek of Wizard of Legend 2.
Arcana. Raw power, wielded only by those with the resolve to control its chaos. To master these ancient powers, it takes more than just a wizard. It takes a legend. Wizard of Legend 2. Wishlist now.
Dead Mage is a super talented and thoughtful team, and the game looks amazing. I just hope I'm a better wizard this time around because I died a lot in the first game.
It's a very cool opportunity to take everything the original did and be able to build on it with the next one. All right, next up, let's take a look at the debut game from Exit 73, an animation studio known for their unique, high-quality 2D cartoons, including some Nickelodeon pilots. You'll see that animation pedigree here.
Hi, I'm Chris Burns.
And I'm Bob Fox, and we're the artists at Exit 73 Studios.
We're proud to announce our partnership with Humble Games to bring you the hand-drawn animated adventure, #Blood.
Meet Becky Brewster, the new kid in town. Freshman life moves pretty fast at Carpentersville High. Classes, field hockey, social media, and, oh yeah, Vampire Slave. A nexus of evil infestations is secretly taking over the town, and Becky is the only one who can stop them. She's descended from an ancient bloodline of highly agile spellcasting vampire hunters. Becky must unlock her latent abilities to save her friends, save the town, and save the world. So grab your garlic and sharpen your pencils, because there will be blood. #blood. Evil has a new curfew.
All right, moving on. This next announcement is kind of a double highlight. Back in 2020, Humble created the Black Game Developer Fund as a way to support and promote the work of talented Black creators. And very soon, we'll be launching the first game from the BGDF to be officially signed to Humble Games.
We had the best time working with Adam Kareem on his 3D love letter to Mega Man, Protodroid Delta, which will be launching soon. On top of creating the amazing game itself, Adam worked alongside Humble to produce a Day 1 DLC armor pack, and 100% of the proceeds from this pack will be donated to the Girls Make Games Scholarship Fund. This charity initiative is closely tied to the game's underlying values and provides a unique model for future Humble titles. With the Black Game Developer Fund, our main goal is to provide a platform to contribute to and help amplify the great work of talented Black developers in our industry. However, there's also the possibility that any of the games in the fund could line up with what we're looking for in the Humble Games portfolio. If there's a fit, and we think a particular game could fill a niche for us and really resonate with our players, as we did with Protodroid Delta, then we might even pursue a full publishing agreement. I'm pleased to share we've done just that with a second game from the Black Game Developer Fund. One of our fund advisors, Justin Woodward, sat down with Sir Billion Harris to talk about the next BGDF game to be published by Humble, Breeze in the Clouds.
What is poppin', everybody? My name is Justin Woodward from The Mix and one of the lead advisors of the Black Game Developer Fund, and I am with my homie, Sir Billion, the best name in the game. What is happening?
I'm doing good. It's great to finally meet you in real life, given the pandemic. And
I know, right? We just been talking like through Zooms and Google.
And Twitter.
Yeah, it's been crazy how we've been communicating. So you were working on a really dope game. Can you tell us about it?
Sure. It's a 2D adventure game starring this cool kid right here named Breeze. He gets transported to a weather world, and he meets a lot of different characters that are all different weather phenomena with their own jobs and responsibilities, and he is essentially helping them through this big crisis right now where these pollution-based characters are causing a lot of trouble.
Can you talk a little bit about the different biomes that you encounter or you travel to within the world of Breeze?
Yeah, so we've got these areas that we call domains. They all basically facilitate a specific weather function. So we've got an area for wind, we have an area for clouds, and just a bunch of different other areas that facilitate a particular function.
Yeah, so playing the game, like I'm a big fighting game fan. So playing the game, there's these awesome mechanics. They feel really, really tight. The aesthetic feels really, really tight. How did you marry the aesthetic and the mechanics? Like, what was your inspiration behind the mechanics of having a brawler?
Yeah, so we wanted Breeze to feel like a very free-forming, combo-centric game. So Breeze is able to do, these cool, weather-based attacks. He can do launchers. He's got parries. He's got all the nice stuff that you get in a lot of the fast-paced action fighting games.
Talk about the real-world weather mechanics incorporating the game. You're making it rain. You're making it drizzle.
Yeah, so we definitely had to make sure that Breeze had everything that he could use to fight the sheer amount of pollution he's dealing with within the weather world. Like you said, he can literally make it rain. He's got wind abilities, all sorts of abilities that he can use to confront pollution, as well as even navigate through the game world.
When I was playing the game initially, I noticed kind of the swing and the funk of the music, and it like brought me back to my childhood. How did you figure out the tone for the composition of the music?
So I've been told that I have a bit of an old soul. I listen to a lot of music from, before I was born, obviously. I like a lot of R&B. I like a lot of like New Jack and stuff like that. But I also like, Latin and samba and big band, high orchestra. And I thought it'd be really interesting to play with a lot of these different genres in this very action-oriented game. We did things like mixing in tango with Western. We've got, a big band with a little bit of synth and electronic sounds to it. So I collaborated with all my composers and threw out some crazy ideas, and they've managed to manifest some really cool tracks.
Congrats, it feels very, very cohesive and tight. So that's super dope. Can you tell us where to find out more about your game and your team?
Sure. So you can follow us on Twitter. We're at Breeze Game. We also have a Steam page in which you can wishlist us today.
We have something super secret to share with everyone today. Sir Billion, what is it?
We have a sneak peek of the game.
Let's go.
Thank you, Justin and Sir Billion. I remember the first time I saw Breeze, I was immediately taken by the incredible art and animation. And now for something completely different. At last year's showcase, we announced that we'd teamed up with Summerfall Studios to bring you their upcoming role-playing musical, Stray Gods.
Last month, we collaborated with Summerfall on a live event at the El Rey Theater in LA, where the incredible cast gave some awesome Broadway-style performances of music from the game. Next up, we'd like to take you behind the curtain of that event and hear more from the team at Summerfall about what they're making. Take a look.
I'm Liam Esler.
And I'm David Gator.
And we are Summerfall Studios, here to talk to you today about Stray Gods, the role-playing musical. Stray Gods is an interactive role-playing musical where you star as the Muse, played by Laura Bailey.
Like a boat lost at sea, with no sails, not a breeze. peace.
Well, everyone's familiar with games where you make choices during the story. You do that here as well, but the big star of the show is you'll be making choices in the songs. They change the music, and at the end of the song, that will determine where the story goes next.
I don't follow. Are those really actual horns? And this singing is so hard to swallow. Can you hear me, Grace? What's going on?
So what are 3 words we would use to describe stray gods?
Yeah, I've used all my words.
Yeah, me too. Maybe we should ask the cast.
3 words I would use to describe stray gods. Does super dope count as 1 word or 2 words?
Unique, powerful, and resonant.
Innovative, fluid,
Catchy.
exciting. It's cool.
Oh my goodness, somebody said fun. It's fun.
Hot. Spectacle.
Exciting and illuminating.
Something truly unique. There literally has not been a game like this ever before.
Stray Gods is really a new type of game, so a lot of people have been reacting to it, being very excited about what it could be, but this is their first chance to see what it actually is.
Here's a trailer where you can learn a little more about the game.
And we're so excited for you to get your hands on it.
Did you lose your keys, Fred? I thought you'd be... What the... Calliope? I'm so sorry.
Grace, you know that you're lost now. You've been given powers you don't understand.
You say you didn't kill Calliope. You have 1 week to prove it. What do I do?
Start singing.
So sorry you had to be here for this. I'm in the dark too as you're hearing this. But someone is dead and I'm losing my head. Like the goat said, this is my time, time to shine.
It's not a simple matter to kill an idol.
You want answers? Fight for them.
How could you throw that gauntlet at me? Could your heart shrivel any further?
You abandoned me to a terrible fate.
This is not about you. Enough!
True magic is a different and older power. Ready to face the music?
Only you can decide. Lost in a moment, lost in a song.
You're always looking out for me, Freddie. Best friends to the end, right?
Lost in a moment, lost in a song.
I wish I knew where I fit. Surely your life is just beginning.
Lost in a moment.
Very soon,
Lost in a moment.
the idols will be no more.
Lost in a moment.
It has been a delight to work with Summerfall, and I can't believe we finally get to put this game out in August. It's super original, and the cast is so good. Felicia Day, Troy Baker, Laura Bailey.
I know, and an insane amount of original music. I love that this is a game that really pushes the boundaries creatively while still being relatable and easy to just jump into.
And speaking of creative boundaries, let's talk about Supraland. A few years ago, we worked alongside Supra Games to bring their critically acclaimed first-person puzzle platformer Supraland to consoles. It's great to be working with the team again to bring the next entry in the series, Supraland 6 Inches Under, to PlayStation and Xbox. And surprise, you can download it today. If you haven't already seen the game on PC, here's just a taste of what to expect.
Let's shift now to a world of Japanese folklore and mythology with an absolutely stunning hand-drawn 2.5D adventure that the developers call a delightfully demonic East Asian fever dream.
Hi, I'm Christopher Stair, creative director at Squid Shock Studios.
And I'm Trevor Youngquist, the lead programmer.
And today we're super excited to announce our partnership with Humble Games to bring you our debut title, Bo Path of the Teal Lotus.
We want to thank everyone in our community for their tremendous support in making this project possible.
So now let's take a look at our brand new cinematic and trailer for Bo Path of the Teal Lotus.
Bo was a game I kickstarted before our publishing partnership even began, if that says anything. It's gorgeous and a ton of fun.
+1 on this game being gorgeous and a ton of fun. I can't wait till everyone gets their hands on it next year.
Next up, we have a brand new title from Digital Sun Games, a developer based in Spain. It mixes fortress building, tower defense, and real-time strategy into a distinctive Spanish-influenced dark fantasy story. Let's take a look at Cataclysmo.
Hi, we are Digital Sun, an independent game studio from Spain.
We are thrilled to announce our partnership with Humble Games for our next title, Cataclysmo.
Cataclysmo is a strategy game about building fortresses in a dark medieval world, ravaged by a dangerous myth.
But rather than say more, let's just show you a first look.
Perla, perla, glowing bright. Build my home to last the night. Build a roof that will not fall. Build a chimney, build the walls. Oh, Perla, do not let them breach. Build my home well out of reach. Stoke a fire kind and warm. Sew my banners ripped and torn. Build my window free from mist. The bedroom where my head was kissed. Oh, Perla, by your misty light, build me back my home tonight. Grow strong, little one. Someday we'll overcome this disaster. this cataclysm.
What really struck me about Cataclysmo is how it takes the great elements of RTS gameplay and building, and it makes it work so well together. I really like this idea of building the whole structure of a fortress in a strategy game. And I know you're psyched about this one too. What drew you to this game in particular?
As a customization and design nerd, I'm also really into the idea of building a castle piece by piece. There's a lot of room for creativity there. And I really love the idea that this developer has taken inspiration from their own culture to create this really distinctive dark fantasy setting.
Well, we've already come to our final game for today, but it's a big one.
Yes, I'm personally psyched for this one because it was one of the first games and dev teams I got to work with when I came to Humble. More than that, it really exemplifies how a game from a talented developer can turn the notion of indie on its head and create something both original and massive in scale. And now, let me hand it off to Bossa Studios to give you a very early glimpse at what they're making.
Hey everyone, Luke Williams here from Bossa Games, and today I'm super excited to share an early look at something new we're bringing to you in collaboration with Humble Games, an open world co-op adventure called Lost Skies. Lost Skies takes place in a fantastical world of airborne islands and soaring skyships, where strange and massive ancient beings have shattered the land, and the last remnants of humanity must band together to survive among the clouds. You play as one of these last survivors, setting out on a journey across the skies to explore ruins from a lost age. Build and command a skyship either solo or alongside your friends, and ultimately find a way to banish the awesome and terrifying entities that shattered your world. Where you go and how you get there is entirely up to you. Lost Skies is being crafted by a team of amazing artists, designers, engineers, and other developers at Bossa Games, who all share a passion for bringing creative new ideas to life and forging inclusive worlds where players can achieve awesome things together. We also believe that the best way to achieve our vision is with the help of our community. And soon, we'll be sharing info on how you can be part of the development process in the early stages. If you're interested in Lost Skies, check out our official site and make sure to wishlist the game on Steam. We can't wait to show you more.
Looks so good.
It really does. And I think it goes without saying that the Humble team is incredibly excited about Lost Skies. And I want to reiterate Luke's message about the open development community. So stay tuned for updates and get ready to jump in and help shape the future of the game. So Becky, I think that's a wrap, right?
It is. But before we end, I just want to thank you all for watching. We really hope you're excited about the games we showed you today.
I want to thank our amazing developer partners for sharing their work with us. On behalf of everyone at Humble Games, thank you for being here with us today, and we'll see you next time.